One view is enough is the next video. This one looks interesting.
For almost as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be a YouTuber. More accurately, I wanted to entertain people. I wanted to make content that people watched and gained something from. And I'll get into these phases where I'll make maybe a dozen videos and then give up. And then a few months later, that cycle just repeats. Why? I want to be a YouTuber. And the main thing a YouTuber does is make YouTube videos. So why don't I do it? It's not because I'm bored or dislike it. I think it's because I perceive a disconnect between my effort and my impact. I get stuck looking at a number. I'll spend hours on a video.
So I'm the same way. I've tried to do YouTube probably, oh my goodness, like 6 different times. And I mean, obviously I'm doing it right now. Like I have 4 subscribers. I have nothing right now. And I run into the same thing. It's like, one, it's really hard to make content when you don't really have like an established fan base because you're not really getting any feedback on your videos. You're also not making any money off your videos, to buy better equipment. But yeah, I mean, it really does boil down to a number. And I think what's really frustrating about YouTube as well is like I could click on my video by accident and it'll count as a view. So I don't know how many views are from me, how many are from other people. I also don't get any feedback from YouTube on how to get my, content out to a greater audience. So, right now I think what I'm trying to do is just put out as many videos as possible. Really just streaming, clipping that into a video because that's kind of where YouTube's at right now. Like if you look around, what YouTube used to be was an insane amount of editing, right? When you look at like old gaming YouTubers, Vanoss Gaming, for example, the amount of like effort and editing that went into each video, it was about 12 minutes long, and they probably filmed for like 3 or 4 hours just to either get, to get 12 minutes of content. On top of that, like the content they made was like they would come up with skits, right? But look at YouTube today. I think of Jinxie when I think of like, the YouTubers of today, right? I know he's a streamer, but you stream for however long, 6 hours, and then you just cut up the video, do very little editing, and post it. Or at least that's the way I perceive it now. Now, granted, there's like Mr. Beast who does a good amount of editing, but he has Hollywood level editors on his videos. But yeah, it's just crazy how much YouTube has changed. So we'll see. Like I said, this is a pretty big attempt for me, but I don't want to follow too many trends, but I think the trend of just streaming and posting straight to YouTube is honestly the smartest thing you could do right now. If you're trying to start a YouTube, the lowest effort thing you could do is this, right? Like, I mean, I'm going to school and I have work damn near every day and, I have a full-time job. And I mean, this is easy. I can sit here, stream, do the stuff I normally want to do, right? I come home and I want to play video games anyways. But I could do that, record it, have it streamed, and then go to YouTube, edit it down, and post it. And all I have to do is make like a good thumbnail. Now, that hasn't, tracked to actual numbers yet, but that's where I'm starting. Continue.
Only for it to get 10 views and 3 likes. And it just felt like, what's even the point? Why am I doing this just for it to go nowhere? And then I'd tell myself, it's the journey that matters. You keep hustling, that number is going to go up. And you like making these videos, so don't let the numbers discourage you. But those affirmations never work. Maybe if I really understood.
See, it's the same thing for me. Like, I enjoy doing something creative. YouTube's fun, but like you said, it's like, you're putting in a decent amount of effort. Now, what I'm doing right now doesn't take that much effort, but like commentating constantly is a lot. And like my earliest video that's still up from this stage of YouTube that I'm trying, I put a lot of effort in that and it only came out to like 6 or 8 minutes. And so it does suck when I know for a fact that video probably got to 0 people. 0 people saw it. And you show your friends and they're like, it's pretty funny. So it's kind of annoying when that feels like that work goes to waste.
The words they would have. But as it stood, I was
I'll let the
trying to
video ride for a
convince
little bit
myself of them, not reminding myself of them. And so I stop uploading for a few months until that voice in my head gets too loud. I have some stupid little idea that I selfishly want to make and selfishly put out there to the world only for it to get 10 views and 3 likes. I call it selfish because who am I doing this for? It's only me. No one is being impacted by my video. No one is going to take anything away from it. The only person that gains anything from my video is me. That's what I used to think until I saw a video with 9 views and 2 likes. One night, I was spiraling downwards. I was in one of those moods, I guess you could say. It was just a terrible, self-destructive headspace that felt super deep in the moment, like it was super serious and couldn't be patched up. But in reality, what we often think of as deep wounds in ourselves are incredibly shallow. A quote-unquote deep sadness can be fixed by a single text from the right person. Or in my case, on that specific night, watching the right video with 9 views and 2 likes. The video was
That's so ironic because that's how I feel right now, dude. That's why I saved this video. Like, I don't think YouTube isn't hard in the sense of, creating things you want to create. Because like you said, you get that little idea. And that's what I had about my 2026 gaming rant and how gaming is now. I just had that little idea in the back of my head for probably a month, and then I was like, okay, I gotta create this now. Why am I putting this off? It's being consistent that makes it really, really hard, because like you said, or at least the way he perceived it back then, it was you're doing it for yourself, and that's how I kind of feel. Is like, this is kind of selfish, but being consistent and being disciplined takes a lot out of you. And so when you have no views, it's like, dude, why am I even doing this? Am I doing this to get views, or am I doing this because I enjoy creating? And I don't know. That's something I really do think about, even though I haven't really been posting consistently that much, or really that long. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like, am I doing this is this a form of escapism? I'm pretty content in my life right now, but I'm pretty stressed right now. I'm not going to go into it, but I'm pretty stressed. And so am I making YouTube videos to escape that reality, to be like, well, maybe one day I can become this great YouTuber and all these problems will disappear? Or am I doing it because I genuinely like it? And I still don't know. That's something I'm trying to figure out.
It had early 2000s niche vibes. The camera had a lot of noise, and it was a sketch with one guy playing 2 people just having a conversation. It was very specific, as if the video was made just for me. I watched it super late, 3 a.m., and for that night, it cured me. It impacted me. It changed my entire mood. I really got something out of it, something I did not think was possible. And that video now had 10 views and 3 likes. 1 view is enough. 1 view is 1 person, and impacting the life of 1 person will always be enough. This should not be a numbers game. We should not look at our analytics as the metric of success, because it can't measure the impact your video had on someone's life. What it can tell you is how many people that video reached, but it's not all about reaching someone. It's about what you say when you get their attention. Saying hello to 1 million people is inconsequential compared to an actual conversation with 1 person. That's what I never got. If you can affect 1 person, then that is all that matters. Impact cannot be defined by reach, only depth. And I was constantly conflating the two.
That is a really interesting point. And of course, when he finally makes what seems like a genuine video, and he realizes the impact, you can have on 1 person, he gets 70K views. He only has 2,000 subscribers. That's really interesting. Honestly, that is a great way of looking at it. You don't really think about the person behind the screen who's viewing your video. If this makes it to anyone, this video I'm making right now, I'm not necessarily thinking about the person. And Honestly, I also, not only do I think about the numbers game, but I think about the viewership game in the sense of how long did this person view the video. But that is a really, I like this like line of thought here.
On a somewhat different note, it is okay to make videos for yourself. It's probably what you should exclusively do. There is nothing selfish about putting yourself out there and making content that you want to make. And seeing 10 views and 3 likes after making a video you wanted to make shouldn't make you feel stupid for having made it or wanting to make another one. We get so distracted with these analytics, we forget why we are making content. It's because, ultimately, we want to. I got stuck with comparing my videos to vaguely similar ones by larger creators, and it made me want to change my content, not improve it. It made me want to appeal to an audience that I, for one, did not want to appeal to, and for another, did not have. If you're not doing what you want to do on YouTube, it's going to be incredibly hard to stay motivated. Obviously,
Really good point. I also think with that too, it's like, and I do it myself, like, dude, it's hard to sit and talk through playing a game, like talk the entire time you're playing a game. It's really, really hard. And it's hard to make it entertaining at that. Those are two really hard things to do. But ultimately, it comes down to what's most important is authenticity. I think that's why a lot of people go on YouTube. What makes content enjoyable? Because you can go watch a TV show. You can go, on any streaming service, watch a TV show. What makes YouTube different is the personability it comes with, right? You are transported to someone's life instantly. And there are like again, Mr. Beast, he has very high quality YouTube videos that are more movie-esque. But what's really cool about YouTube is you're transported, in this case, like this dude is talking about problems and situations that are very similar to me. But I'm transported into his world. I'm seeing the world through his eyes right now. And I think that's why people like YouTube. And so authenticity is probably the biggest quality you can have as a YouTuber. But it's hard to be authentic and also be entertaining. Because some people, in my opinion, are just genuinely maybe some people aren't entertaining while still being authentic, right? That's not a part of their character to entertain. I've always felt that part of my character is being an entertainer. So, that's what draws me to YouTube. But I have no idea if I'm entertaining. I really don't know. I think when I'm doing videos like this where I can be authentic and not have to try to talk through Battlefield gameplay or R6 gameplay, I can be more authentic, but I like to make people laugh too. So that's kind of part of my character as well.
you need to grow and change. Don't be stuck in your ways, but at the same time, don't sacrifice your voice. A tip that I've tried recently that has really been helping, it's to think about, well, if I did make it as a YouTuber and I had the community I wanted, what's the number one thing I would do? For me, it's make more YouTube videos. Make the videos I want to make. I would be religious at it because I don't want to blow it and lose it all. So if you pretend like you are the YouTuber you want to be with the following that you want, that's how you get the following you want. This video will probably get 10 views and 3 likes, but I'm going to treat it like 100,000 people will be watching.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about, right? This is the authenticity that people are looking for. When you finally bridge out of your content and stop trying to be entertaining for other people and attract viewers, and you just be yourself and make content for yourself, like he's saying. And now I get his point. You're going to draw in people that are going to stick it out with you. Like, look at Queso, dude. Queso is a massive streamer, and he still streams in shitty lighting on his couch. People love him, though, because he is truly an authentic YouTuber. He is himself. When he sits down and he starts that stream, he's himself. So, wow. This is I love this video, dude. This is an awesome video. I'm glad I saved this. Definitely going to leave a like.
Because that is the only way 100,000 people will ever watch anything I ever do. But if it does get 10 views and 3 likes, like my last video did, that's okay. Because I'll never know the impact this video might have on someone. We often forget just how much we affect. One conversation can change someone's life, And what's beautiful is that YouTube and content creation allows you to have that conversation and that impact with a complete stranger around the world. And to be clear, I'm not saying just make philosophical videos and that's the only way to impact someone deeply. I believe that someone can be impacted by any kind of video. If someone is greatly entertained by your Let's Play series or laughs at your sketch, then you caused an impact that is meaningful and valuable. Even if it doesn't have 1 million views, you caused an impact. Never underestimate that. Never underestimate the power of one view. Never underestimate the power of one person, because one person is all it takes.
Wow. That was an awesome video. Kelstar now, dude, go subscribe to this guy. You know, I'm in the same situation. I'm saying this as I'm like basically about to be doing the same thing where I'm probably going to get like 1 view off of this. But wow, that was honestly a really, really cool video. I wonder what his comment, like, has he commented anything? Like, I wonder if he's posted anything either since then. So 1 view is enough. He got it right there. And then he went right back down to hundreds of views. That is so cool, dude. 70,000 views. And it's weird how it almost seems like YouTube is going to push his content because he came off as authentic. And I wonder if it's like maybe the first 100 people that it gets out to, and you see it and it really appeals to you and you stay on the video the whole time, if that's what causes YouTube to push it out to more people. Yeah, really cool video. Kelster now. Anyways, that's probably gonna wrap it up for the stream today. I don't know. I thought it went okay. So, 2 hours down. I'll be back on Saturday. So Saturday, the plan is, I think I'm gonna be doing a drinking stream. I have pretty much the whole day to myself. I only got one thing to do at 5. That I got to watch a basketball game, Hawks. But other than that, yeah. Hopefully that stream will go well. Anyways, I'm sure no one viewed this stream the whole time, but if this portion makes it onto YouTube, which I probably will put it, and you watch it on YouTube, thank you for watching. I really appreciate the view.